all of the votes in this race have not been counted. For example, this morning at 8:10 a.m., Cobb County reported additional early advance votes. In fact, they reported 236 votes for Abrams, 65 for Kemp, and 2 for Metz. We had all been under the impression that all the early votes were in Cobb County, and I believe they were listed at 100% reporting. Votes are still being counted, ladies and gentlemen, and the votes of all the voters of Georgia deserve to be counted before the now former Secretary of State announces his victory. Some additional votes that have not been counted are our military and overseas ballots. In Fulton County alone, that number is 1,000 votes, and there are more all over the state. Those have until Friday to arrive and be counted. Our members of the military deserve to have their votes counted. Our litigation team is going to walk you through some of the other reports we are hearing of folks in Georgia and Georgians around the country whose votes have not been counted. The Secretary of State, Brian Kemp, and his campaign operation at the Secretary of State's office has had us believe that there are 22,000 outstanding provisionals. And last night, I believe it was their pollster who said there were additional 3,000. They did not say there were more early votes to be found in Cobb County. They said it was just Chatham County. They have not provided you, members of the media, our campaign, or the public with the county counts of those alleged 22,000 provisionals. They have not provided those lists or those breakdowns. This is all public information, ladies and gentlemen. Public information. We demand that Secretary Kemp, his campaign, Candace Brose, I'm not sure who's paying her, whoever it is, Chris Harvey, I'm not sure, they need to release all the data, all the numbers, and they need to count every single vote. But you know what? They probably can't, because I don't know that they know where all those votes are. The final thing I will say is that overall, Brian Kemp is 25,622 votes above the threshold for a runoff election. 25,000 votes of nearly 4 million cast are at issue in this race. By his own admission, there are at least 25,000 outstanding votes and hundreds, if not thousands, of more that we are learning about and discovering every day. Georgians deserve to have their votes counted. The other number is 23,372. That is the number that would move this contest into a recount. It would put it under the 1% threshold. And if we found 23,372 additional votes for Stacey Abrams, we would be in that 1% threshold, permitted to not only request a recount, but it would have to be granted by the Secretary of State.